welcome back to Ring Report, and today we're both going to be discussing our top 10 welterweights for 2016. And the reason we're doing this video is because there's just so many great welterweights right now, and it's just...
And we both see different things in different boxes, both have different opinions, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to jump straight in, and we're going to both start off with a few honourable mentions. And I'm going to start by saying my first honourable mention, Saddam Ali. Now that's my first honourable mention, and just a little bit I'll just mention about him. He's got a solid amateur record. He's an Olympian. He's won various things like Golden Gloves, things like that. And he's stepped up a little bit in his pro career so far. And as he stepped up, the KOs have come as well, which is good. What about you? What's your first honourable mention?
Chris Algieri.
Yeah. Only as an honourable mention.
Yeah, right. People give him a lot of stick in that. He was a world champion, and he got off the canvas against Provodnikov. And, you know, we all know what happened there. And Khan, I do still think if Khan got very, very lucky against him, very lucky. Yeah. He could have stopped Khan, I believe, in that fight.
Yeah.
But it might have just been an off day in Khan's favour. So, you know.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right, who was it he beat last fight? Eric Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a close fight. I think it was only literally a couple of rounds in. But I do think Algieri, you know, I don't know, like he could be a bit of a threat in the future. He could come back and trouble a few boxers. I think he'll give a few good boxers a good fight. He's tough, so you know.
Yeah, one thing we learned about Algieri, one thing we learned about Algieri is he's a fucking very tough dude.
Yeah, he is. He's got a good heart.
Right, shall I move on to my...
when you let him out the cage.
Should we move on to my next one then? My honourable mention is Lamont Peterson.
Yeah.
Now,
should we both discuss it because I've got him as mine as well.
Okay.
So we can just talk about it.
All right. Yeah. Well, in my basically, little notes I put down for him was he hasn't fought a welterweight yet, so that's a major factor why he's not rated. Because other than that, I'll quickly mention a few things.
Catchweights fights, didn't he? And that.
Yeah. He beat Antonio Mosquito, who was actually 34-0 at the time.
Yeah.
He's beat Derry Jean, who recent fans will remember fighting Terence Crawford, and he beat him when he was 25-0 as well.
Obviously we had the controversy around the Khan. Well, that was previous going back there, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I wanted to mention about his recent win over Felix Diaz, who's Olympic gold medalist, and I was picking Diaz for that fight.
That was a very, very close fight as well. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just and to be honest with you, he's just got an all-round great resume. He's got Matisse, he's got Garcia, Victor Ortiz. Do you know what I mean? This is his names. These are big names on there. Whether he won or lost, he's got a great resume.
He fought a few credible names, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had a draw with Victor Ortiz.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, his last fight was at 144, so he still isn't actually fighting.
But now
weight,
he has said he's officially at that weight now.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to move into? Do you want to say an honourable
mention?
Well,
it's just a joint two basically, just Marquez and Maidana, because I didn't want to feel like I've just forgotten about them. I just wanted to point out the fact that I haven't put them in my list because I don't know what they're doing anymore. You don't really see them out. I can't tell if they're bloody retired or what. So you know, until they come back, then I'll rate them again. So
yeah. I think more chance of Medina.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Marquez, I know he's had this shoulder. Is it shoulder injury?
Yeah, I think Marquez is actually might be done now.
Yeah, I know, but you never know. He could come back for one last fight.
Yeah, but that was good that you put Medina in it. So I left him out.
Right. Yeah. So now should we just go on to the? Have you got any more?
Yeah, I've got one more to mention, and it's someone that to be honest with you. Honestly, not many people are going to know this name, right? But let's watch out for it. And it's a Thai fighter, and that's why not many people know.
Right.
It's Teraki Krantingjin.
I see. Oh yeah, he's actually ranked. I think he's ranked.
Now the reason I'm saying I'm not just chucking him out there because he's just some random name that I haven't seen. I've watched him box, and I've actually went through and watched quite a lot box. And he is only, I think he's 22 or 23 years old. I'm just gonna say he's very dangerous, right? He ain't got a great resume, but he's slowly working himself up in the organisations, and he's big and he's strong, and it wouldn't surprise me if he could beat a lot of top welterweights. So anyway, let's move on to the actual list now, and I'll let you go first. Who's your number 10?
My number 10's probably not known by most people, but I don't know, if you know your boxing, you'll definitely know of him. Konstantin Ponomarev.
Yep.
What can I say about him really? He's tough, very, very tough.
Yep.
not to be taken lightly, I don't believe. I think I've got high hopes for him. He's like my little, everyone has their own little favourite prospects they like to see do well.
Yeah.
And I remember going back to watching him fight that Mikhail Zuski, that Canadian, who was literally, they was going on like he's the next best thing to come out of Canada.
Was that week before?
I think it might have been on
week before Mayweather Pacquiao was.
Nah, not against Mikhail Zuski. I think it was on the Bellew. Was it Bellew? Adonis Stevenson on the card. It was around.
Oh right.
It was one of these Canadian cards he fought on anyway. And I remember watching the fight. Oh no. Nah, sorry, that was the first time I see Zuski fight, and then I think you're right.
The
week before
Pacquiao
when he fought Zuski,
yeah.
And remember, we sat there and we see it was we watched on Box Nation. There was Steve Barnes. Every single one of them on there said Zuski was going to KO him. It was going to be a foregone. Basically, they all made out.
Well, we both thought Zuski.
Yeah, so we was and then Panamarev for me completely outboxed.
What is he now? 29-0. Panamarev.
29-0. I think he's 15, 13.
And how old is he? He's young.
He's only 23.
Yeah. So
very tough, and like he could be a major player.
I see him
under the radar here.
Yeah, I want to quickly mention about him because I see him as he's a good boxer, puncher, mover as well.
He's very tough.
He's got some skill. He's got some skills.
Yeah. So he's one to keep an eye on.
Right, I'm going to move to number 10, and there's not too much mentioning about him because we've already spoke about him in your honourable mention. But it's Chris Algieri for me.
Oh right, yeah.
And what I want to quickly mention about Chris Algieri that
I don't think he gets the credit he deserves.
What I want to quickly say about you didn't pick up on was the way he stepped up from the level he was fighting, right, in basically leisure, in Britain, in basically leisure centre fights.
Yeah, in pubs basically.
Pubs, bars, right. He stepped up, fought Emmanuel Taylor, beat him. And then he went from Emmanuel Taylor to the world title. He literally had one legit fight straight to Provodnikov. He showed unreal heart in that fight.
You've got to give him some credit because he's
let's talk about that Provodnikov fight. Was
one of the best fights you're ever going to see in your life.
What was it? How many times did he get knocked down in that fight?
I don't know, 2 or 3 times. He got off the canvas, and ended up winning on
come
points.
back and winning, and his face,
and
both
his
face.
Yeah, I was about to say. Provodnikov, you never see him about. Well, what is he doing? He's a Russian Rocky, isn't he?
Yeah, and another one, Pacquiao might have knocked him down 5-6 times, but he showed heart to get through that fight.
Yeah, but I don't care, right? You can all sit there and take the piss, say, "Oh, Pacquiao dropped him."
Yeah.
To be fair, man, two of them weren't even knockdowns. They clearly slips.
Yeah, but it was very one-sided fight.
Oh yeah, I don't get me wrong, one-sided fight. But he's got heart, and he could have just quit on his stall. He's losing every round. But
that's why we like him.
I like him. He's got
and
good heart.
obviously, and
he's a nice person. Like you can't really dislike the fella.
You already spoke about the Amir fight, and we already know. Yeah, we love like he done well in that fight. He surprised a lot of people. So, and we'll move on anyway because we already spoke about that. So who's your
number 9?
Number 9,
Robert Guerrero.
Right. Oh wow. I'm not expecting that.
See, I weren't going to put him in my top 10, but then I thought to get in my top 10, I think you've got to beat Robert Guerrero. Do you know what I mean? Because he is a tough fighter.
Yeah.
If you're not, if you haven't got your A game on you on the night, he will beat you because
100%.
You're never knocking him out. He has got a chin. Like
he's got a great resume as well.
And that's what I was getting to then. Look on his record. There's not one single boxer he has ducked. He has gone in there for every single boxer in that division. Doesn't care. Doesn't fear anyone. Yeah, he can get outboxed quite easily because he has lost a couple of fights quite convincingly, like on the scorecard. But he's always got. I wouldn't call him a gatekeeper yet because he's still only 32, and I still believe he could spring an upset in there. Like,
he
can even upset anyone in who I've got higher up on this list. I just think. I think to get in to be a genuine threat in that division, you've got to beat someone like Robert Guerrero, who is always going to provide you with a tough 12-round fight in all opinions, and he's still only 32, so there still could be an upset or 2 in the fella. Right.
And now, is that
that's my number 9.
Yeah.
I'm not really going to go into all his. We all know his fights and that.
Yeah. So I'm going to go into number 9. Mine for me is Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to quickly say before why he's number 9, because he really is only a prospect, but I genuinely believe it's from the bottom of my heart that I reckon he can beat
talent when you see
I reckon he can beat every person on that list.
Yeah.
With time and within 1 year, he's ready. And I'll quickly point out a few things. He's an amateur star.
He's fought in various amateur.
He's just been
London Olympics, Golden Glove 3-4 times.
Golden Gloves at a World Amateur Championship.
He's had silver medals, at bronze medals. He's
fought,
done everything. There's nothing he hasn't done on the amateur circuit.
That's it. Floyd Mayweather's comments on him was what aroused so much.
Well, there's even talk of him fighting Pacquiao in his retirement fight, wasn't there?
Well, Floyd was saying,
according to it, was close to getting done.
Yeah, Floyd was saying, for the people that are calling me out, this is Floyd's quote. For the people that are calling me out, they have to go through Errol Spence. And he also said when he relinquishes his belts, he wants Errol Spence to be the fight for it first. So
well, I can understand it because it's his boy, you know, he's close with him and that. So, you know.
Yeah, and also
he's still got to go and prove.
And also, as Errol Spence has stepped up slightly in his competition, his KOs have been coming more as well. And I remember
they've also been more convincingly.
I remember in his last fight against Greco, he span his arm round, he span his right arm round in the jab. It was he's definitely got something there.
No, he's definitely one to watch out for.
And in that Greco that he beat in his last fight, in 2 fights before that for Greco, he went the distance with Sean Porter as well, and then Errol Spence blasted him out 3 rounds. So moving on to number 8.
Basically, you've just covered my whole number 8 because he's my number 8 anyway. Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, and basically I was just about to say how I think you've covered basically like his biggest win probably is against that Le Greco. Who knocked out in 3 rounds.
Who went the distance?
He went the distance with Sean Porter in 2 fights before that, but. It doesn't matter for me about the opposition. It's the same as Anthony Joshua. You know, when you look at someone, you see natural talent. You know they're a level above that. You know what I mean? And he's gonna be America's biggest prospect coming up in the years. He could be their next big thing.
100%.
Yeah, he's a very good boxer, and you've pretty much just covered everything else I was going to mention. So
right, should we
skip on to yours?
Shall I move on to number 8 then? My number 8 is Jesse Vargas. Now, Jesse Vargas is hard. He's not easy to beat for anyone. You see, he proved that in the Bradley fight. A few little points I put down for him. He's beat 6 undefeated fighters on his record. He unified the belts against Ali Kurdiev. The close fight against Bradley, which some say was a robbery.
Yeah.
And
a very close fight.
And also who's fighting in his next fight, where we're really gonna. This is a great fight, guys. Saddam Ali, who was on honourable mention there, will be fighting against him in March. And that's gonna be a great fight, and I think that's a fight that he's gonna win as well. So yeah, that's my number 8.
Yeah, my number 7. This could ruffle a few feathers, but Amir Khan.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, basically, you know, if you're not fighting, right, the thing that gets me about Amir Khan is, right, the way I look at it, go in there, fight a Firma, fight whoever, just fight anyone in the division, then in the ring call out Floyd, you know, say, don't get your wife to be calling out Floyd when you sat ringside of the Danny Garcia Robert Guerrero fight, you know what I mean? I'm fed up of hearing about it and that. Let your fighting do the talking, because look at him, he could possibly have been one of the greatest boxers to ever come out of Great Britain, because he is a very, very talented boxer, Amir Khan, but it's just all the talking. One fight every year or year and a half for me isn't good enough, and alright, people can slate Kell Brook for his record or resume or whatever, but at least he fights. That's the way I look at it. So yeah, Khan, it only takes him one win to literally jump straight on my list against a big name, because I know Khan is a very, very skilled boxer and he's very good. He has question marks on his chin, which I'm sick of hearing all the time, because if you actually go and watch some of his fights, he can take a punch, and he does. Yeah, he doesn't get credit for his chin because people just remember his loss to Garcia. But Lamont Peters, I'm about to say, Bridus Prescott, but and another thing for me for Khan as well, I've always said it, he needs to avenge that loss to Danny Garcia in my eyes. Which is one thing he needs to do.
That's what's going to happen.
So I'm hoping that fight does get made for June or when it was they're talking about. But yeah, I just don't like to see the way he's just sat there inactive, wasting his talent away, just talking about Floyd and Pacquiao, looking for this fight. So for me, he doesn't deserve to be any higher right now because he's just not fighting. Simple as that. So
okay. But let me quickly.
He's got to box his way into.
I'm obviously going to get to him at some point. So there's a few things I wanted to point out for him.
But that was my number 7 anyway.
Moving on to my number 7. I've got Sean Porter, right? And Sean Porter's my number 7, and he's a great. First thing I want to point out about him is just his relentlessness and his will to fight anyone.
Yeah, that's what I like about him.
His style of fighting is not pretty at all, but it's hard to beat, very hard to beat, extremely hard to beat.
Swarms you.
And he's got great wins already on his resume. I mean, he took Julio Diaz to a draw, and then he beat him in his next fight, and then he beat Devin Alexander, Paul Malignaggi. He KO'd Bone in his last fight. Close fight with Kell Brook. And then
people are divided on that.
And then get into his most recent fight against Adrian Broner. Weight drained. Broner was demanding this, demanding that. What did Porter do? Yep, you take that money. Yep, you take the weight. I'll do whatever you want. I'm not gonna sit here bitching like that. what does he do? Goes down, drains himself, and destroys him. It was a great performance.
If it weren't for that lucky punch in that 12th round, Broner couldn't have took any
Broner
credit
didn't know what to do.
whatsoever.
Broner didn't know what to do.
All he kept doing was looking out the ring at Floyd. That's all he kept seeing to
looking
do.
at the ring, where's Floyd?
Looking for Floyd. Floyd was like, I'm off.
Looking for Floyd.
We all know Floyd. As soon as that bell went, he was like, I'm off.
Bell was gone. He literally he had his hand over his face and he's walking out. All you can see is Broner looking out the ring.
He's like, where's Floyd?
Alright,
Broner digs holes for himself, man.
Yeah, so I've got number 7, I'm going for Sean Porter. Here you go.
Right, yeah, well, mine's number 6 now. Mine's Keith Thurman, which could surprise people.
Okay.
Most people probably expect me to have him, top 3 or whatever. But
I think that's fair enough.
I'm not going to lie, I think he's a very, very good boxer. Don't get me wrong, he's a good boxer. But I haven't really been too impressed with his last 4 fights, in all honesty. The Bundy fight, I think that was a stinker. It wasn't that great. Yeah, he got the knockdown in the first round or whatever it was. But, I just feel like there's something lacking with him. I think offensively he's good. Just defensively, I just don't think he's that great. I think he could fall victim to a good boxer.
Yeah.
And like I've said to you before, I think Porter's going to beat him in that fight. That's the way I just don't know why. I just see that's how it's going to go. Yeah, he's got some. He's still got some big fights to come, obviously, because he's. A lot of people see him as the future, don't they? They think he could be the one to dominate that division.
Yeah.
And he could, but for me, I need to see that one big performance from him, because the Bundy fight, the Porter, Guerrero fight, the Colazzo, the Diaz fights, they weren't all convincing to me. I think it was the Diaz fight. He was hurt the round before he stopped him, wasn't he, or whatever happened? Something happened there. And all them people he's beat, you'd expect any of the other welterweights to beat them just as convincingly anyway, really, in all honesty. All them names, Guerrero, Colazzo, Diaz. Yeah. Right now, all them top boxers you'd expect to beat them. So he needs to just go and beat that one. See, the thing is for me, it comes down to this Porter fight for me.
Yeah.
But I just slightly, I'm just not massively sold on him. I think people jump the gun a bit too much with him, but he might well prove me wrong. So we'll see.
That's fair enough. Okay. So shall I move on to my number 6?
And what did I say? Just going back on that, I said the exact same thing about Peter Quillin and Jacob. I said he was going to knock him out, and he did.
Yeah, he did. So my number 6 is Kell Brook. Now, let me say something about Kell Brook. I haven't said anything bad about any other box yet, right? Kell Brook's lucky to make even an honourable mention. No, I'm being deadly serious, right? His resume
we're going to argue about this.
Absolutely terrible.
No, it is. Definitely. His resume, you can't... his biggest names, who's it on there? You've got Matthew Hatton, Sean Porter. Who's that one who gave them 2 tough fights? Was it Carson Jones?
Well, I've got a few written down there because I didn't want to... I've got a few nice things to say about him, but also a few other things I want to say about him. He fought a guy called Ernie Smith 3 times.
Mm-hmm. And his record was...
In his first 10 fights, he had 100 losses on his record with about 10 wins. And for some reason, Kell Brook fought to fight him 3 times. When you fight him once, okay, in your second fight, third fight. When you fight him 3 times in your first 10 fights, it's what? He didn't need to learn anything. What was that? It's just he has got a padded record. And he's got Peter Buckley on there, who, boxing fans listening now would know Peter Buckley. I'm pretty sure he's got the most losses in boxing history. I'm being genuine. I think he actually holds the record for the most losses. Yeah, and he's a proper journeyman, and that goes for various other people.
To be honest, it doesn't really matter about his first 10.
No. Okay, no, but he done that throughout his whole career. Now moving on to his better wins, or his achievements, should I say? The Carson Jones KO, right? We know Carson Jones is a tricky character, right?
They had a very close first fight, didn't they?
Yeah, very close first fight. He KO'd him in the second fight, so he proved that was wrong there. Yeah. Senchenko KO. Now, the Senchenko KO was decent because he beat Hatton. And that was that was an okay win. And he KO'd him early as well, which was impressive.
I think the thing that makes it difficult for Kell Brook though is it's his name. He's just not that name in America, and it's hard to get in them big fights. Yeah, and obviously the Porter win was. I'm not going to take nothing away from that win because it was a great win. He done it in America. What more can you do? Undefeated fighter, world champion. I stayed up watching that fight, and I did think Kell Brook won the fight.
Yeah.
I weren't being biased just because I'm a British fan.
Yeah, I think Kell done enough.
I do think Kell Brook just edged that fight. I think he had the perfect plan. Kept tying him up with the right arm. It wasn't the most exciting fight. It was pretty boring to watch, really. But he done what he had to do, and I think he deserves to win that fight.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so that's my number 6 was Kell. So
right, on to my number 5, which is the previous person I was just talking about, Sean Porter. See, I have him just ahead of Furman in my list because, like I've said, I fancy Porter to beat Furman.
No, that's fine.
And yeah, right. Porter. Yeah, what can I say that you haven't already said about Porter? You've been through most of the stuff, covered it all already.
I've covered most of the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, beat Malignaggi easy. He hasn't really had. Who was it he drew with? Oh, he drew with Diaz, didn't he? But then when he come back in a rematch, I think he knocked him out. That's what I mean. You've literally covered everything. We could sit here and talk about the Kell Brook fight when it's divided opinion. People had it either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's Porter's aggression. I like the way he is, and also he is not. No one in that division he would duck. He would fight any single boxer in that division. I believe he would literally take on anyone. No doubt about it. Sign the contract. He's there next day and fight you. That's what I like about him. He's not a ducker. I just think he poses problems for every single person in that division because of his style. He's the only. You can't really compare anyone else in that division to his style. It's just the way he swarms you.
Yeah.
You're always going to be in for hell. But it's just there was always that slight worry that because of how reckless he is, he could get caught and knocked out. But right now, I'd have him at number 5.
It's almost like his style's almost like a modern day like Henry Armstrong style. The way
they call him the welterweight Tyson. It's a bit. I can understand like similarities, but like knockouts and that is just no.
Mike Tyson's definitely had the better skill.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, you can see like it's the same sort of style.
Yeah.
Well, I like Porter. I do actually really like him. So
well, I'll cover.
I'm number 5 till now, but I might have to redo this list after he fights Furman. So we'll see. But I've got him beating Furman for me. So. All right.
Okay, and it's funny you said that. Was that your number 5? Yeah.
Yeah, it's my number 5.
So I'm moving to my number 5, and it's Keith Furman.
Right, so we've got them the other way round.
Yeah, and I'm gonna quickly because we've covered most things of Furman. I'm pretty sure you covered a lot of things. I've got a few things I want to say though. I think he's going to beat Sean Porter.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to do. And the reason why I think he's going to beat Sean Porter is because I think he's going to do an exact same sort of job that Kell Brook done. Because in my opinion, Furman's got equal or better boxing skill than Kell Brook. What other things I like to mention about him is his attitude to boxing. He's all about the KO. We know that. Like he loves KO. He's one time. He brings excitement into the ring. Oh, I love Furman. Furman is the boy for me. Oh, I absolutely love him, man. I really do. He's got a great boxing style. Always looking for the big punch. Absolutely schooled Guerrero. He beat Chavez when he was 22-0.
I just need to be sold.
He's got a better resume than Brook by far. He beat Leonard Bundu when he was 30-0. Like he just got names. Zavek, even Zavek's better than any of Brook's opponents.
Yeah, but Bundu, remember he hasn't really fought out of the European level, had he, until then?
Yeah, but it don't matter, does it? When you're beating someone 30-0, that's what I mean. You got to be, you know what I mean.
Well, 31-0 with 2 draws.
31-0, 1 draw, wasn't it?
2 draws.
Yeah, either way, he's got that O, hasn't he? And it just looked better, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's like Brook hasn't got that. Brook didn't have any of that. Who did Brook beat undefeated? Apart from Sean Porter. I mean, that's a good win, but I mean, for me, Keith Furman has just had the way he schooled Guerrero. Like, I want to see Brook go and beat Guerrero.
Beating Sean Porter is better than anyone that.
Then does it add up to beating Guerrero? Does it add up to beating Chavez? Does it add up to being the style that I want to see?
Well, when you look at like that, Porter for me has definitely got more potential to go on and do something than Guerrero.
All I can say is, of course. But all I can say is, I'm not rating this all of resume. This is even though he's got a better resume anyway, in my opinion. But I'm also ranking off, I like his style, I like his attitude, you know what I mean?
He's definitely a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. So anyway, we've spoke about him, move on to your number 4.
My number 4 is, your favourite, Kell Brook. See? I'll probably get a lot of shit over this, because people will be like, how the fuck have you got him ahead of Keith Furman and Sean Porter and that? But
how the fuck have you?
I will say this about Kell Brook. I do believe, seriously, he probably could maybe even be the hardest hitter in that division. I think he has got some serious power now. Right, it's the name situation, right? People are going to sit here going about his names, his resume, he's only ever fought Kell Brook, blah blah blah, he's got a padded record and that, but I do genuinely believe once he gets in there with them big names, I think he will beat a few of them, I really do. Like the Porter fight was close, some people think he lost, some think he didn't, but it doesn't matter, at the end of the day he is a world champion, and alright, who was he defended against? Frankie Gavin, fucking, Joe No Dan, and now it's busier, but this is what I'm saying about my point about Amir Khan.
Shocking!
They can sit there calling, saying he's fighting bums up. At least he's active. He ain't sat out for 2 years fighting nobody. At least he's actually fighting.
So you're referring to?
And I do believe he ain't scared to fight Amir Khan. And I do seriously believe, right now, I think Kell Brook beats Amir Khan. Bold statement, but I do think he does. Well, I'm probably not the only person that does think it.
A lot of people do.
So if he goes and absolutely smashes Amir Khan up, which he says he's going to do, where does that put him then? Well, people are just going to say, oh, he's just knocked out another bum or whatever.
It's just the
You've
what
got
if
to take
though.
Amir Khan seriously because Amir Khan could outbox every single boxer in that division. Even Pacquiao, you know what I mean? He could. There isn't a boxer there Amir Khan couldn't outbox. And we all know he can because he's so skillful. But I just believe... Brooke, yeah, you can give him all the hate all you want, but I do believe once he does get that opportunity to fight a couple of them big names, I think we could see him destroy a couple of them. I really do. I think he's got the power to knock out anyone in that division. I really believe he has.
That's fair enough.
And I'm not even his biggest fan. I just look at it and think I could see Brooke beat him.
He is a good boxer.
And I can't have Porter ranked above him when he's beat him. So,
yeah.
you know. And he is a champion at the moment, so...
Nah, no one's out here rating Porter above him though, let's be fair. No, you can't do that. Right,
yeah, I know. I'll probably get some shit over it.
We covered a fair bit of Kell Brook there because I covered quite a bit. You've got your side of things. Shall I move on to my what am I on number 4 now?
Yeah.
Amir Khan.
Oh right, yeah.
Right, and I don't get no. I've got a few things to say about Amir Khan because you picked up on all negative standpoints of Amir Khan, right?
No, I just picked up of why I've got him ranked at number 7 now. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have had him higher if he'd been active. And
yeah, that's fine. And like you said, we're not going just by resume. Amir Khan, the youngest British Olympian medalist from Britain, which is just an amazing achievement.
Well, he fought him in an amateur fight after that.
Yeah, Murray Kinderland
beat him. Yeah, Murray Kinderland.
And he fought him as an exhibition match.
And he was unbeaten for 10 years.
So you lot won't see that if you go onto Box Rate.
It actually goes down as an amateur fight, but it was actually in the ring on ITV. Which when do you ever see an amateur fight on TV like that? No. Pretty mad, isn't it?
Yeah. You
don't really see it like that. Well, not in England.
No, you don't really get.
Not unless it's in the Olympics.
And what was it with Headguard? It was an exhibition match though, wasn't it?
I don't know if they fought with head guards.
No,
it was just ITV.
I think it wasn't even with head guards.
And he was unbeaten for 10 years.
And did he KO him as well?
Nah, he beat him on points. It was only a 4-rounder or 6-rounder or something.
And Mario Kinderland's a very good amateur.
He beat him for 10 years.
Hell of an amateur.
I think he never fought out of the amateurs. I think he just stayed amateur his whole career.
Yeah, he's a brilliant amateur. Amir Khan, right, he was unlucky to meet him in the final because let me tell you something, at 17 years old he was nearly a gold medalist. Can you imagine that?
Oh yeah, I just remembered actually. Yeah, I think back to it now. I think when they did fight on TV and that, I think they were scoring it points, like you know how they do the amateurs. I think.
Well, I just want to quickly say a few other things about my pick for Amir Khan. When he was coming through in the UK, he was lighting up the scene. He was blitzing through all the domestic level fighters, making a big noise.
I did say he had the potential to be one of the greatest boxers this country's ever seen, and he still has. But he just needs to go and event like Garcia lost for me, and go and fight. Like just get in the ring and fight. Just do that talking.
Yeah, right. I just want to quickly say a few things. Beat Barrera, which was just a great win. He beat Salita.
His resume is probably second, third best in that division right now.
He beat Salita, but
maybe the second best.
He beat Salita in a first round KO, and he was 30-0 at the time. Paula Malignaggi, the great win over Medina,
Khan's beat about 6-7
which he battled through to beat hard hitting Medina, man. Like that shows. What Khan's chinny. If Khan was chinny, he would not have got through Medina. But Zab Judah to unify the belts.
Yeah, he beat Zab Judah.
He took Zab down with that body shot.
Gave him a tough fight, but he come through it.
The way he got that Zab down with that body shot, Zab was pretending he got hit in the balls. Yeah, he was chatting bollocks.
You know what Zab's like? He's always doing it.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, isn't he? And then one more fight I want to mention because none of his recent fights have really caught the eye for me. But Devon Alexander, right?
Boxing.
That was one of the most blitzing hand speed fights. I've never seen nothing like it.
People can say Alexander's done whatever, blah blah blah, but you know. Khan completely outboxed.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this right now. Amir Khan's the fastest boxer in the world.
For me, he's the fastest. Yeah,
the fastest in the welterweight division by
a mile. You might have someone down in strawweights or something like that.
Yeah. But even Khan competes with them guys because don't forget, Khan doesn't like to throw 1s and 2s. Khan likes to throw 4s and 5s, all headshots. I love the way he's always almost like a cat. He's almost like a cat, you know, when they're doing the.
The thing I used to love about Khan, you know, you hear a lot of people on YouTube talking shit out of it, how they hate him, don't they? But I bet every single one of them tuned in to watch his fight because they know how exciting it's going to be every single time. Whether he's going to get caught or he's going to fucking do a masterclass. Yeah. Don't ever know with Khan. And that's where he brings excitement, doesn't he?
So I mentioned a few things there, and I'm willing to move on to your number 3.
Yeah, my number 3 is Tim Bradley.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Very, very good boxer in my opinion. And his last fight, I was very impressed with him. He absolutely beat the shit out of him. Doesn't duck anyone. No one at all. He will fight any single boxer, anytime, any place, don't care. It's War Provodnikov. Fucking hell. Don't even need to mention that. If you haven't seen that fight, then you have to go and check that fight out.
No, wait. Could I just interrupt you 1 second? You can finish off what you're trying to say about the Bradley and Provodnikov fight, right? If you lot haven't seen the exchange of punches was midway through the round. I can't remember what round it is. It's mid round. It's about 4 or 5. Every time I watch it, I can't stop laughing. I've never seen an exchange of punches like in that fight.
It was
unbelievable. They were literally just swinging the way they were punching each other. They were just punching. There must have been about 20 punches landed each. He was out on his feet doing it. Oh yeah, that's all I'm saying. I love that.
Tim Bradley probably is my favourite boxer in that division. In all honesty, I love him. Beat the shit out of Rios in their last fight.
Yeah.
Easy fight.
Yeah.
He just brings excitement, doesn't he? The thing about Bradley, you can't dislike him, man. Like, he's exciting to watch. And he will give anyone a fight in that division. Anyone. I'd love to see someone knock him out.
That's why you've got a number 3, because obviously.
And I have, like I said to you, I've been saying it, and I slightly am fancying him to beat Pacquiao. I don't know why. It might be madness. I've just got a feeling he's going to beat him. I really, really like Bradley, and I was impressed with his last fight.
Well, we definitely have to disagree on that one.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we have to disagree on that one.
Yeah. It's opinion, isn't it? That's the whole reason we're doing this. So.
Yeah.
I like Bradley. I think he's a very, very underrated boxer, man. Very good boxer. He's game to fight anytime, any place. He's scared of no one.
And also now he's with Teddy Atlas as well, which should
and look at it. First fight of him, got a knockout. First knockout. He'd had him for God knows how many fights.
No one was picking a KO. Who the hell was picking KO in that fight?
Rios got beat up bad. He was destroying him.
Yeah. The only annoying thing about that is, was it a bad Rios? Was it a great Bradley? I like the way Atlas was slapping him. Look, I don't think he was slapping him, but the way Atlas was in the corner of him, just going mad, shouting at him.
Yeah,
loved it.
You know how Atlas is.
Yeah, he's a legend. Shall I move on to my number 3 now?
Yeah, you're number 3.
Danny Garcia.
Yeah.
It's a bit hasty to maybe put him at number 3 already, because he's only had the one fight at welterweight, but he's had a couple fights at basically welterweight, 144s, catchweights. I'm just going to quickly run through his resume, a few things that he's done. Right, actually, this was a very important part I wanted to put in, actually. Show me another fighter that's had, well, there's probably been a few, but in a row, he beat Morales for the WBC title. Then he beat Khan by a KO, which he was a massive underdog. And then he beat Morales again. Then he beat Zab Judah. Then he beat Lucas Matisse, And at least 3 of them fights he was the underdog in. Do you know what I mean? And he turned over the odds. And then getting onto the Salka KO, like Rod Salka, big duck, cherry pick, whatever you want to say. I don't care. That knockout was one of my favourite knockouts of all time.
Even Morales KO was good.
Absolutely devastating.
Morales was knocked clean out.
Oh yeah, Morales KO. Was that Morales 2? Yeah, it was 2, wasn't it? Yeah. I loved it.
He fell into the ropes and all that.
And then also, just to mention a few more, like, he beat
Lemon Peterson.
It was a close fight. He started gassing, but he did start strong. He come out first 5-6 rounds, dominated the fight.
Yeah, see, I wasn't impressed with him in that fight, in all honesty.
Oh, well, I think he showed good early aggression. I think he tried getting Peterson out there, and that was his downfall in that fight.
I did believe Peterson won the fight. It was fucking close, though. Literally, it was it could have been a draw. To be fair, it should have been a draw, I think.
I had Garcia ahead.
I felt Peterson won the last 6-7 rounds, so...
No, I didn't. No,
that's it. It's opinions, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
that's boxing.
I think Peterson won the last 4 rounds.
No
but he was winning them convincingly, man. It threw you off. Trust me, Garcia definitely won the first 7-8 rounds, 100%. He did.
I could go back and watch that. He did.
You have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I know he did.
Because he did. And he looked good against Guerrero the other night. And I was I don't know where's the criticism coming from. He schooled Guerrero. He boxed like Mayweather, for fuck's sake.
But as the best performance I've ever seen. Well,
yeah, mate.
Most enjoyable performance from my point of view of him, because obviously I didn't enjoy him knocking out Khan because I wanted Khan to beat him.
Schooled him.
Yeah,
right,
did.
So I'm done with Danny Garcia.
He's landed some unbelievable punches. But let's go on.
Danny Garcia's beast. Danny Garcia's beast. He knockout Khan in the rematch.
Go on to my number 2, because my number 2 is Danny Garcia.
Yeah,
so I can carry that on.
Yeah, follow it on.
I want to go back to the Matisse fight where I remember they had 10 of these so-called boxing experts predict that fight. 9 of them picked Matisse to beat Danny Garcia. 9 of them. Only 1 went for Danny Garcia, and he battered him.
Yep.
He beat him easy. And I'll go back to the Khan fight, underdog. Obviously, I hated to see it because I wanted Khan to win, but Garcia done the job on Khan, and that left hook can knock out anyone. He has got one hell of a left hook on it.
And even in the Guerrero fight, he looked like he had a hell of a right hook as well. Bloody hell!
I said about the Peterson scrape that win. I felt Peterson won, but then I go forget the Salka fight because that's crap. But fight against Guerrero, that's. For me, that confirmed he's genuine. I just see him now as he could be the man that holds that belt for a few years. I wouldn't be surprised because something about Danny Garcia, he doesn't. I don't know, he's not the most exciting, but something about him, he's just a good all-round boxer, man. He's just got a very good boxing brain. I love his counter punching as well, and he does hit hard. Yeah. If that wasn't Guerrero the other night, I think he could have knocked a few of them boxers out in that top 10 on the list that was got there right in front of me. he could have beat it easy. Very good boxer. He's going to be tough to beat. It's going to be weird to see how someone will beat Danny Garcia because I've never really seen him majorly hurt in a fight.
Yeah.
So you know,
he
very tough.
He only knows win. He only knows win, and I can see him winning in that division.
I can see him dominating. I really can.
Yep. Don't be surprised by it, guys. If you're not listening now, you're thinking Danny Garcia.
People probably like, how have you got a number 2?
They're thinking, I think he beats Bradley.
Well, I've got him ranked my number 2. So
I think he could knock out Bradley.
I think he's a very
I'm being completely honest with you, man. And I'm going to say it right now. And I'll
that Peterson fight, people can sit there and give him all whatever you want over that.
Peterson's a good fighter, man.
Boxers have their off days. You know, not every single boxer on the list has probably had a Carl Brook, Carlson Jones struggling against that. Everyone has a fight where they're struggling. It's just you know, you have off days in boxing.
Mate, he beat him
Garcia
anyway.
on his A game is very, very good boxer, and I've got my number 2. Yeah. That's it, I don't care.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
And I'm moving to my number 2 quickly because looking at it right now, I wish I didn't have a number 2 because I wish I had Danny Garcia there. But nah, I don't because he's proved.
Yours is Tim Bradley.
Yeah, it's Tim Bradley. We're not going to mention too much because we've spoken a fair bit about Bradley. Now with Telly Atlas, like the look of it, beat Brandon Rios, he beat Vargas when he was 26-0 in a close fight, but he still beat him. He got lucky against Manny, right? But beating Manny at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, we
know. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you could get,
he won the fight.
Nah, of course he didn't. But if you can make a fight close enough with Manny to even say that you've got a slivering chance of winning it, that's an achievement. You know what I'm saying?
That is true because he normally outboxes the shit out of everyone. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's ridiculous. And
Manny
Manny didn't outbox the shit out of him at all. Manny, it was a fairly close fight. I think Manny won convincingly, but it was still
this first fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
I actually think Bradley's going to beat him. I just got a feeling that changes of the guard, Fury Klitschko sort of thing. No,
I have to disagree. Definitely.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
one man.
We'll find out soon, won't we? That's the thing.
One Manuel Marquez, what a win that was. Provodnikov, we've already talked about that. One of my favourite fights.
And he's not scared of anyone. He will fight anyone. That's what I love about
He beat
Bradley.
Devin Alexander when he was 21-0. He beat Lamont Peterson when he was 27-0.
Look at his resume.
He's beat 5 undefeated fighters. Which is, he's just got.
What lunatic hits him with Manny Pacquiao 3 times? Like, you know what I mean? That is some bollocks there.
Yeah,
he don't care.
Yeah,
he doesn't care because he's a tough dude, man, and he brings so much excitement to his fights. You can't not love the geezer. Yeah,
I'm still not gonna sit here and say he's gonna be the world beater because I reckon I could pick off my top 10 list and even from an honourable mention that I think could beat Bradley because I thought Bradley's not unbeatable at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he beat on his day.
You look through his fights. There's not a couple. There's a lot of fights with his that are very, very close on the scorecard.
I think certain fights. I think like someone like Sean Porter style would match up bad for him. I think Keith Thurman would beat him. I think Amir Khan could beat him. I think Danny Garcia could beat him. So he's there on merited for me for resume because I do rate his boxing skill, but also I reckon he's very beatable. So if you want to, I'd say
number 1 we both got the same.
Manny Pacquiao,
yeah. Like, well, do we even need to talk about this? Because it's just self-explanatory, really.
I'll quickly run through, fly through his resume quickly for you. The Marquez fought, all 4 Marquez fights, unbelievable.
Who hasn't he fought? You might as well just go through the people he hasn't fought.
Mosley, knocked out Hatton, unbelievable. He was the first, he knocked out Hatton when he was, no, Mayweather beat him first, but he beat Hatton either way. De La Hoya.
Knocked him out more convincingly anyway.
De La Hoya, school De La Hoya. He was the underdog in that fight, I'm pretty sure. Knocked out Miguel Cotto, beat Barrera, Morales fights. Unbelievable.
He's won so many bouts. You know, everyone, if you know your boxing, you know everything about Manny Pacquiao.
8th division champion, but not many people know this. He's not really an 8th division champion because if you count the Ring magazine and the IBO, then he's an 8th division champion. So guys, look up. People say, "Oh, Manny Pacquiao, 8th division champion." Well, really, he's a 6th division champion, but it doesn't really take nothing away from him. He's still an amazing fighter, unbelievable fighter, probably the best fighter of the last. One of the best fighters post-war, a top 20 fighter of all time.
Oh, yeah.
He's still a dominant fighter now. I would have him to beat every single person on my list right now. Not one person I'll bet to beat him. I reckon he could beat them all. He's quite fairly easy. Danny Garcia might give him a bit of trouble.
He did beat Bradley quite convincingly.
Because Danny Garcia could replicate the Mayweather sort of style. You never know about that fight, but yeah, that Manny Pacquiao, he's just unbelievable.
He's so good. Great boxer. One of the best boxers we're ever going to see, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Well, especially in that division anyway. Like, we could go on all day. We could do a whole different video on Manny Pacquiao because that's the sort of video.
It's self-explanatory. We don't need to talk about it. He's number 1. That's it. Everyone knows why.
Until he's retired, he's number 1.
If you're sat here watching a YTBC video, I'm pretty sure you're going to know Manny's
that's it. You know what I mean?
Credentials.
Yeah.
You're here to see what we're thinking, what we're ranking, and you've heard now. And that's what we got for the top 10.
Yeah. So.
And we're going to come back. Leave a little thumbs up.
Let us know what you think. And
yeah, because we could do another division.
Yeah.
I'm thinking heavyweight division, super middleweight division.
Yeah, let us know any ideas or anything we got wrong, or just basically your opinion.
Yeah.
Go in on us. Agree with us. That's boxing. Everyone's got their opinion.
Yeah, we love it all. We love a few comments, a few teams to breed, and also in the future we're going to start. Obviously, we've only had about 10 comments on our whole channel right now, but it'd be nice to pick out some comments. Well, maybe all of them at the moment, because that's all we really can do, and then run through and reply to comments on videos, and we're going to be doing that at least once a week. So thanks a lot.